We kick off? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, some positive news to begin with. Jake Livermore on board. So what are your feelings now that's gone through?
No, we're very pleased. Obviously, in this window, we've lost Callum and Craig. So to bring a player in was important for us. And obviously, we're very, very pleased to get Jay. We think he'll be a very, very good addition to the squad and to the team. He's had a real good background with the time he spent at Tottenham. Did very well there. Actually got an England cap, which I think some people have forgot. And then having gone to Hull, obviously he had the tragedy that followed him around there, which he's now over. We played him twice this season, and he was exceptional in both games. And it looks as though he's getting his form back. And at 20, he's just 27. We think it's a really, really good signing.
Do you think he might be in contention for a game this weekend?
We'll see. I think that if I was really edging my bets, he could be on the bench.
Well, let's deal now with a transfer that doesn't look anywhere near as easy. The one that could see Bury, going to Stoke and Igalo coming here. That's a bit more complicated. How's it progressing?
Is that what was going to happen? Was it?
Well,
you know more. You know more than me then.
Potentially, Tony.
No, I don't see that one. Yeah.
You don't see that one at all.
I don't see that one at all.
But you don't see Igalo coming here, and
I don't see Sider going to Watford, and I don't see Igalo coming in a swap.
Mark Hughes said this morning that it's hit a bit of a brick wall as far as Bury, and Stoke. Would you?
Sido's still a player for us, and as long as he's in this door and we're paying his wages, then he's our player. So irrespective of all the speculation and everything else, he's still with us, and we've got 8, 9, 10 days to go. So we'll see what happens in the next 8 or 9, 10 days.
You may eventually come to a press conference where nobody asks you about Bury,
Yeah, in 2 weeks' time, hopefully.
Okay. Just run us through some injury and team news ahead of the Sunderland game.
Well, again, with late fitness test on Johnny, which is important for us. We don't know nothing about, we will get some information from FIFA on Nyon, which is obviously desperately disappointing for us. But you have to go with the rules, and FIFA lay the rules down, and we have to abide by the rules.
Spurs game, rather chastening experience, but I don't think you'll be the first side to have a chastening experience down at White Hart Lane. Yeah,
they were good. They were good, especially first half, and we didn't get the grips of it. Second half, I thought we had more of a go, but the third goal killed us really. But they were the better team, and we dust ourselves down and make sure we're ready for the game tomorrow against Sunderland.
Were you looking at potential Premier League champions with Spurs, do you think?
I think it's open. I think the top 6 clubs, as I've said before, are really that far ahead of the rest. And I know Everton have brought some players in. I think they still need to make, or they still got to gain some ground to get into that top 6. But those top 6 on their day, are so far ahead of the rest that it could be anybody. Could be anybody.
What about Sunderland at the Hawthorns? I mean, a winnable game on paper, but that on paper sometimes very different to what actually happens.
Be a tough game. Every game in the Premiership is a tough game, and and I've got great respect for David. He's a top manager, and the one thing his teams do, they never lie down, and they'll be coming here tomorrow having a right go. So we have to be at our best. They'll have their supporters. I think they've sold out. They've got absolutely fantastic support wherever they go. So it'll be a tough game for us, and we have to be really on it to get the result that we want.
You said you've got a lot of respect for David Moyes. You might have a bit of sympathy too, because things, in terms of investment in January, don't seem to be happening for him.
No, not really. That's part of the job. When you're down there, I think David had a wonderful spell at Everton and did fantastic. He had a great spell at Preston before he got the Everton job. And then obviously he had that experience at Manchester United, and it's all great experience, whichever way you look at it. I know he most probably feels a little bit different, but it's not many people get the opportunity and a chance to manage Manchester United, and David's had that. Now he's working at a club that is, in the bottom group in the Premiership, and it's different challenges, it's different situations, and he will be and come out of this, I'm sure, a stronger, better manager.
What have you made of Sunderland this season? They've been strong at home, but less so away.
Yeah, they've got again they've got players, and you look at the front line, and they've got players who can hurt you, and we know all about Victor. Victor on his day, could be anything, and the Defoe, his goals speak for themselves. Barini is back fit now, so they've got players in the front line who can hurt you, and like I say, we have to be aware and really, really on our mettle tomorrow to get the result that we want.
Obviously a mood of buoyancy here, up to 8th. Would a top 10 finish be what you'd aim for this season, do you think?
Well, the first thing is as many points as we can get, as quick as we can get, and then that you have a look again. You look at the teams below us and the teams fighting at the bottom, and you never take anything for granted, never in this league. And as soon as you do, as soon as you take your foot off the pedal, that's when it turns around and kicks you up the backside. So we won't be doing that here.